No boundary in binary trade. Let's make lots of money. I will show you a system I used and earned $388 in less than 15 minutes. The system with 3 short steps is easy to use. You can profit hundreds of dollars on a daily basis. This is exactly the method used. You too will be able to use this trading system. It's based on a binary options. Binary options are very simple to understand and use. It requires only one decision. Will an asset go up or will it go down? Once you choose one of the two options, the trade can begin. It is a fast trade between 1 to 30 minutes. And once you feel the time is right, close your position. Some platforms have automatically closing timer. And if you choose was right, you should profit 170% to 190%. So how will you know whether to choose up or choose down? We are going to use a very simple method that is used by the professional traders called graphic trends analysis. You analyze the graphs to determine if there is any trend in the values. There are 3 main types of trends: an uptrend, declining trend, and a neutral trend. In the binary platform, you have many assets to choose from: stocks, currencies, indices, commodities, or treasuries. Once you've chosen your asset, you need to choose its direction. The direction is either up or down. Watch the timer, as the trade lasts only between 1 to 30 minutes. You don't want to be in a longer than 1 to 30 minutes in one binary trade. Just keep looking at the graphs over and over. Make sure you are looking at the graphs within the hour to see the trend, to work out the best time for you to trade. To recognize trends, use the real-time graphs available on the website platform. So now we will identify trends in these graphs in order to trade in the binary platform. Right now we are going to start with currencies. We have here our first currency, the AU dollar versus the Japanese yen. You can identify this is an upward or a downward trend by using the website platform AU/JPY graphs. To make no boundary in a binary trade to work, you need to have 6 to 8 positions, the more the better, on the market, 1 to 15 minutes from the start of the trade. If one loses, the others will make money. Before you start, open the graphs and watch them. I did it for hours and days to understand the trend of the platform. Each website is different platform. Always play safe. Use 20% of funds for each trading session. For starters and beginners, to start, use only 2% of your funds to learn the platform. Example number 1. You have $800 in your account, so 20% is $160, which allows us to take out 8 trades at $20 each. Example number 2, for beginners and starters. To start, you have $800 in your account, so 2% is $16, which allows us to take out 8 trades at $2 each. We choose the AU dollar versus the Japanese yen. I'm going to use 3 minutes for this trade. Since it's upwards going trend line, we click up as the yen is going weaker. Enter dollars amount you want, click apply and approve the option. Once you see the trade confirmation, you exit. We go back to the graphs and continue to the euro versus the Japanese yen. If the euro giving a positive upwards going trend line, we go back to the platform. We look for the euro versus the Japanese yen. I'm going to use 10 minutes for this trade. We click up. Since the trend line is going up, enter dollars amount, apply and approve. We see the confirmation and exit. We go back to the graphs and we have here the JPP versus the Japanese yen. If the JPP going positive upwards going trend line, we go back to the platform, choose the JPP versus the Japanese yen. Since it's going up, we click up, enter dollars amount, click apply and approve, and we wait for confirmation exit. We continue on the AU dollar versus the euro. This is also an upwards going trend line, going from one point all the way up. We go back to the platform, choose the AU versus the euro. Since it's going up, we click up, enter dollars amount, click apply and approve, and we wait for confirmation and exit. So we have a downwards going trend line. Needless to say that from a downwards going trend line to make money, the same as from an upwards going trend line, it makes no difference to you. If you go to stocks, you can see oil is downwards going trend line. So from this point, it has its high point, but it starts to go down and down, even lower than the starting point. So we go back to the platform, we choose the oil from commodities or stocks section. I am going to use 10 minutes for this trade. Since it's going down, we are going to want to click down, enter dollars amount, click apply and approve. Just like the upwards going trend, it is the same thing. We go back to the graphs, we have another downwards going trend. We can see here the silver starts from this point and it goes down and down, much like the oil down here. So we go back to the platform for my commodities. We choose the silver since it's going down. We click down, enter dollars amount, click apply and approve our option. We continue on to the AU dollar versus the SGD. You can see a neutral trend line. It's a mixed one with no clarification of what it could be or what it is. So since it is not a very good trend line, I am going to avoid it and go to the others that are clearer, like the AU versus the Japanese yen. It's a clearer trend for that day of the trading. Some of the trading platforms don't have all the other currencies. It is important to have accounts at 2 or 3 trading systems. If a certain asset is missing from one, you will have it on the other. I'll continue to do the same for NZ dollar versus the Japanese yen, upwards trend line. AU dollar versus the HK dollar, upwards trend line. In total, I won 6 positions out of the 8. That means I lost only 2. It is very important to remind you that it is perfectly normal to lose on some positions, and no trader in the world can only gain. The purpose of this method is to win with the majority of the positions. So from these 6 wins, I earned in total $388 in less than an hour work. I used $160 to make $388 in 15 minutes. Then I repeated it for several trades for the day. Don't use any more than 20% of your funds on any binary trade. My account went up from $800 to $1,888 at the end of the day's work, and growing by the day. I profit of $1,088. I made sure the graphs had a trend. Then I started trading. If you don't see the graphs showing any trends, don't trade. Try later. Also work out the time zone of the country you are trading in. Good luck. This is not a financial advice. You should consult with your own financial advisor. Thank you for listening.